Hi guys, today is November the 5th on the eve of US elections, and today we're looking at chart Monday. We're going to take a look at the chart of S&P 500, examine what the market is doing and exactly what is going on. I have drawn a trend line here from 11/28, which is last year November, up to now, a year old trend line, and you can see we're solidly up in a bullish mode above this trend line. This trend line penetrated this here sometime back in June 1st, and then came right back up here. The long-term trend line or S&P 500 is still up. The direction of the market from last year almost is up, and there have been many trends in here. This was another trend that lasted last year, then a sideways motion and a drop in May, a lot of selling here, and then again a rise here from this point, which is June 4th, up to here, which is now September 14th. And September 14th, we have been trucking down here in this channel, and we broke that channel. We're now below that 50-day moving average and sitting on that trend line and bouncing off that. And now we may be able to get over this, but every time we went there yesterday, Friday, we got the S&P was rejected, and the index just came right back up here. So the market is sitting here today making a small doji in anticipation of tomorrow's election results. So they don't expect any big moves till the election is over on Wednesday. And that's just the nature of things. And that's how things work. The election is preoccupying at this point the whole country, and traders are not taking any big risk right before the election, as you know. Dow Jones, DJI, let's take a look at it here and see how it is faring. It's also above its 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average, but below its 50-day moving average, and sitting right there trying to go up. NDX, which is the NASDAQ technology, has started moving out from that 200-day moving average, bouncing here, did not penetrate, and is still below the 50-day at 2760. This is not NASDAQ complete, this is NASDAQ 100 NDX. Let's take a look at some of the stocks here which have been going on, and the first one comes to mind is Google. We do have a position in it, and you could see what disaster Google experienced on that earnings report, which it dropped, and now it is forming this kind of a base here, this hook, and it's trying to go up here. On Friday it did, and then again it dipped back here. We took some profits, and now it's extremely oversold. The volume has been decreasing a little bit, and more likely the stock would let's take a closer look at it on a 15-minute, and you get an idea here on 15-minute. That is where the base is. This area here is all the support here at 676 to 680, and it's trying to go up at 682. Let's see how it works tomorrow and next few days, but I don't expect this thing to move a whole lot in the next few days. PCLN, which had extremely good earnings, PCLN, and had extremely good earnings here, bounced off its 50-day and now 200-day, and then it closed today below that level of 637. That's where it needs to close. 637 is the magic number, but it is closing below that, and it formed a good floor here on August and then in October, and now it has moved up on this gap, and it may try to fill this gap. So we just have to see how that happens. Apple, on the other hand, is not faring well in this market, and is below its 200-day moving average. And today it moved up on the news that iPad minis were selling well, but it did not finish above that 200-day line. It needs to go above that 200 line and this trend line, which is dominating it at 600. Now it is at 607. So it needs to penetrate that and get over that. Then it's the case for the bulls. Otherwise, this thing will just simply sit here. LNKD, let's take a look at. LinkedIn has good earnings, and the stock went up. We traded this one, and it just is sitting on its 200-day moving average, unable to move or go any higher at this time. What other stock that we have in mind here is ALXN, Alexan. This stock has been creamed, and you can see what has happened here. So it's a complete avoid at this time. Somebody was asking me about the stock. So the market remains in an impasse mode, and the volumes were very thin today. We expect the same to happen till tomorrow.